Hello everyone, I am Renata from the eSpot, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some of the outfits that I am packing for Eurovision. So I have been planning for my Eurovision trip for months now, and one of the things that I've been working on continuously for the past few months is picking out my wardrobe. So I'm going to do a little bit of a teaser for the outfits that I'm bringing. I'm not going to show you all of them, but pretty much most of them. So I'm going to start with my Kalush hat. Obviously, I have to bring my Kalush hat, and you can see this is actually one of the authentic Kalush hats made by the textile artist who made the one that was worn by Kalush on stage, and it's made out of wool. It's from Ukraine. It's handmade in Ukraine. The artist is called Shakura. They've got a hand knit logo inside of the hat. I love this hat. It's nice. It's really warm. I like the way it looks on. And it's also wool, so it's probably going to be rainy. So it's actually going to be a really good hat in the rain because it's wool doesn't really like water. And yeah, it's just super cute too. And I love the color. I'll definitely be bringing this as like one of my cold weather sweaters in Liverpool. I also have another hat. This is a like silver shiny hat for like daytime when I don't want to wear this one. Um, this is a bit of a teaser for the other outfits that I have. So I'll put this hat on. I like this hat too. It's just cute and it's fun and it's simple. And like this one could blow off in the wind and I wouldn't cry about it. This one was very expensive because it's a very like labor intensive item. Like they dye all the wool themselves, and it's handmade, of course. Okay, so let's get started on the outfits. So this first item is a denim jacket that I customized myself. It's taken the better part of over a year, actually, about a year and a half, probably at this point. So it started out as a dark denim jacket from a secondhand store, and I dyed it black with black fabric dye to get it darker. It didn't have any of the gems on it. And the first thing that I did to it actually was I did a vinyl Serduchka 69 piece dove, like Virka Serduchka. And then I started doing studs. So I started with these like square, like punk studs. And then I moved on to the collar, and these are all individual studs here that I did. So I like jammed it all through them through the fabric and put in like with tweezers and or with pliers and hammers, actually a rubber mallet. I put in all of the stars and the gemstones. um I also did that on the pocket patches as well. And then recently I purchased gemstones and this kind of, well, maybe this is easier to show. And this, um, I guess, gemstone ribbon, which really shines so nicely. I'm really happy with the way that it glitters. Um, and that's also along the bottom and the back. So I've put a lot of work into this jacket and I'm just really happy with how it's turned out. And as I said, there's a lot of silver that's going to go throughout all of my outfits for Eurovision. And actually, I forgot, these are my shoes. These are my Eurovision shoes. They are from Buffalo, London. Buffalo London is actually the company that made the Spice Girls platform shoes. So I'm not very tall. I'm like average height. I'm like average height. I'm 5'5". I don't know what that is in centimeters. Sorry, everybody. But I'm average height, and I wanted a little bit of extra height because I'm gonna be in crowds and stuff, and also it could be raining a lot. So I wanted something that would keep me like out of the rain so that my feet don't get wet. So this is like 2 inches. So my feet aren't going to get wet unless there's like literally, like I could walk through puddles. Like we'd have to get flooded out in order for my feet to actually get wet. And so that's another thing about the rain is I do have a completely clear raincoat that I'll be wearing so that it won't cover up any of my outfits. You'll still be able to see all of my outfits. Okay, so next outfit. So I'm going to be doing a lot of single color looks, a lot of monochrome looks. And this one that I have, this is a dress that I actually already owned. So one of the things I kind of did when I was choosing my outfits is I was looking for things that I already had that I didn't have to buy. And this was a dress that I got at a discount store for honestly not very much money. I don't know how much, but I probably didn't pay any more than $10 for it. And I just really like the color. It's actually kind of the same shape as what Gina G's backup dancers were wearing. It's like very kind of like 90s retro. And then I got some mesh sleeves to go with it, again in the purple. And I had these like thigh high purple boots that are the same color, but I decided not to take them because they're like a skinny high heel and just probably won't be that comfortable and take up a lot of space in my luggage. So this is one of my evening party looks. Another monochrome look that I have is what I plan to wear to the semifinal one daytime preview show. So this jacket is something else that I already had in my wardrobe. It is velvet. It's blue velvet. It's nice and warm. It's lined, so like it's very, it's like a substantial jacket, and it's going to be probably pretty cold in Liverpool. So I'm really happy to have this. It's also a great color, and it's my Finland jacket. It's my Finland blue jacket. So the dress that I'm going to wear it with is kind of like a bodycon dress, and it's also blue, but it's got this kind of like cool, like marble, like our paint in the water kind of effect. It's really neat. And it is long sleeve, but the sleeves are kind of like mesh. So that's sort of something that's like an ongoing theme with my outfits is that it's a lot of like mesh sleeves because like when I'm sitting in the arena or just standing around outside or whatever, like I might be cold and want the jacket, but when I go into an indoor environment or like a club or something, I might get a little bit hot and too much. So this is like a nice medium is to have, at least there's something covering my skin and my arms, but not so much that it like feels bulky or heavy because there's going to be a lot of changing environments while I'm out there. So with the blue, that brings up my flag. So I'm going to show you what I did to my flag to make it part of my outfits. So what I did, or rather what my sister did, because my sister helped me out with a lot of my costumes, she sewed elastic onto the top of my flag. And because I was thinking about like, if I'm going to be holding a flag and carrying it around between events and stuff, like I don't want to like feel like I'm going to drop it. So the idea was that I can put the flag on my wrist like that. And this way it won't be like dragging on the ground and I can really easily pick it up to wave it. But I like if I drop it, like it's just, so it's kind of like it's also like a cape or a blanket, or I can cover myself up from the rain. I can cover me and my friends up from the rain with the flag because it's also like, kind of a like slick material. But yeah, so I've got those and I still have to put the loops on my Romanian flag. So since I saw how my sister did it, I was like, oh, well, like I can do my other flag like that. So I didn't make her do it. So I'm going to do that to my other flag too. And actually, I think this is probably going to be one of my best ideas of the whole time. So hopefully we'll see how these work out. So since I was already talking about Finland, I figured I would next show my cha-cha-cha shirt. So I didn't show the pants that I'm going to wear it with because they just look really weird hanging, if that makes sense. Like you can't see what they look like. They're like black shiny pleather, like almost like garbage bag pleather, and they're kind of like got like ruffles or something in them. Like they look very cool. But I love the big billowy sleeves, and this is another, see if you can see it. It's kind of like a very thin fabric on the sleeves. And I really like this shirt a lot, and I can't wait to wear this outfit. It's going to look really cool. So this next outfit is kind of like my big kahuna. This was something that I purchased. I actually got it on New Year's Day of this year. It is a three-piece suit, obviously sequined to the heavens. I had seen this suit in the mall, and every time I went to the mall during the holiday season, I was like, oh my God, that suit's so cool. It would be so perfect for Eurovision. And then holiday came around, and like it was on a mannequin in the window. And I used to work in retail, so I know that a lot of times people just will like not ask you to take something off the mannequin. Like if it's not, if you can't grab it off the rack, people are weird. They don't want to say like, hey, can I try that thing on? So this stayed on the mannequin until New Year's Day, and the store was doing like a 60% off everything. And I was like, okay, it's my moment. Like I've got to go. And so I can't remember which one it was, but it was like one of the pieces I found like hanging up, like it had actually come off the mannequin because they were switching everything out. So let's just say, like the pants were hanging up on a rack, and I walk in and obviously saw them right away because they're so freaking shiny. And I was like, the pants, and I couldn't see the jacket, and I'm like, oh darn, like I wonder if somebody bought the jacket. And so I went and I asked somebody, because I'm not afraid to talk to shop people. Like I said, I worked in a store, so like I have zero like fear about asking workers for things, because like that's what you do. Like that's what they're actually trained to do. That's their job. And actually, I always loved helping people when I was in the stores. So I asked like, hey, do you still have that jacket? And they're like, you know what? We do. I know where it is. And they went and they grabbed the jacket. And so I got the set of the jacket and the pants. And I mean, like, look how much those shine. They're so shiny. And then I went online and discovered that they actually had a tank top, like a camisole. And so this camisole actually was a bodysuit. It had like a thong bottom to it. And I didn't like that, because I knew that I would be wearing it with pants anyway. And I don't know, just something about that, just, it seemed like too much work. It didn't need to be that way. And so I actually took this to a tailor, and I had the tailor remove that bottom bodysuit part. And it fits much better and is much more comfortable now. And I was so happy that I did that. Like, it's totally worth it going to a tailor. Like, it wasn't even that expensive. And she also like had to shorten the pants because the pants were way, way, way too long. Okay, next outfit. So here's another sparkly item. It's not as sparkly as the last one, but I actually just bought this over the past weekend. It is from, where is it? From Forever 21, which is not a store I usually shop at, but I was just in the mall and wanted to see like what there was. And I saw this and I was like, you know what? I think I really like that. And I'm not sure what I'll wear under it yet, but I love that it's got like these sparkles. I figure if it's a warm day, I could wear like, I don't know, a little like tank dress or something under it. But I could also wear like a long sleeve black shirt or leggings with it and have it just be like an overtop thing. But I thought this was cool and really pretty, and I like that it kept with my sparkly theme. So this next outfit is actually a costume. So this is my Norway Queen of Kings costume. It might be kind of hard to see. Oh, there we go. The white balance is so rough. But so this is a green velvet dress, and Alessandra wears a green velvet costume. So I thought that was pretty close. It even has kind of like little puffy sleeves on it. And then I got this silver again. I know she wears gold, but I prefer silver, and my shoes are silver, and my hat is silver, and I've got other silver stuff. So I went with silver. And then my sister, my wonderful sister, actually made me like arm cuffs. Look, they've even got like gemstones on them. They have green velvet trim. And so just like Alessandra has the green art or the golden arm cuffs. I've got the silver arm cuffs to complete my outfit for Norway cosplay. And this is another costume. This is something I also had in my wardrobe already from a previous costume. And it is also flag oriented. It is my Latvian cheerleader costume. Um, I didn't buy it because it was the Latvian flag colors. That is totally a coincidence. But I figured it would be perfect for Eurovision because of the flag colors. This is an authentic cheerleader costume. It has like another shell piece that goes with it that has like the high school name on it, but I don't want to wear that. That's weird. And I really like the way like this looks as an outfit actually. Um, Something cool about this skirt. So I was a cheerleader for a little bit when I was younger, and I always wanted to be on a squad that had the skirts with the flyaway pleats. I always just thought these were so cool. I was never on a squad that had a um, cool costume like this. But I really love this one. I have to wear it with like little shorts underneath. Otherwise it's too racy. I need to have a little bit of modesty. But yeah, so that is my Latvian flag costume. And last but definitely not least, my opening ceremony night costume. This is the one I'm most excited about. And so if you actually made it to the end of this video, you will get to see the sneak peek of my red carpet look or turquoise carpet look, whatever you want to call it. So it is another monochrome look. Um, these are actually palazzo pants. They're super wide leg palazzo pants. They're in this beautiful red color. These are vintage. I have had these pants for probably 15 years at this point. Definitely more than 10 years. I've had these for a very long time. In fact, I needed to get the elastic replaced. That was another thing at the tailor. They would just like fall right off of me, and they're supposed to be at your waist. So I did get them repaired by the tailor. I really love these pants. They're so cool. They're such a pretty color, and they were something I already owned. And something that I purchased is this corset with this awesome, I wonder if you can hear that, the beads jingling. I really love this corset. I got it right around Christmas time. It might have actually been when I got the silver jacket, maybe not the same day, but around the same time. And it was something that I saw in a shop and was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. I really like that. And the shop lady was like, oh, you want to try it on? And I'm like, no, I'm just looking at it. Thanks. And then I left the store and then I came back because she said the price. She said the price and it wasn't very much. It was maybe like $20. Like I wouldn't have paid $30 for this. I wouldn't have paid more than 25 for this. So let's just say for the sake of argument, she said it was $25. So I left the store and then I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? That would be a really good Eurovision thing to wear because it's like, I don't know, it's something about it being like kinetic and sparkly. It just seems like it hit so many things. And also like, I don't know, very like fashion forward or trendy. So I went back in and I bought it. And I was so glad that I bought it because it's so cool and it was very inspiring. So like I bought it and I realized when I got it home, I said, oh my God, it's the same exact color red. I mean, it looks like they were meant to go together. Like it is the same color red. So another thing that I ended up buying, which is like in this little bag here, it was like a little like red tank top that had red mesh sleeves attached to it. So I cut the sleeves off. I don't need the tank top thing because I've got this. And so I'm also going to wear this with red sleeves. And obviously you can see there's this cape that is on here. This cape is also made by my sister. And there is a secret surprise in this cape. I'm not going to show you what it looks like on, but I will tell you that it has little battery packs. My sister sewed a pouch into the cape, and it has battery packs that connect to 3 strands of little LED lights. So actually, the entire cape lights up with embedded LEDs between this fabric and the lining fabric. So it really lights up and it glows, and it's just the coolest thing. And like, she's so creative. Like, I can't even believe that she was able to pull that off for me. So stay tuned for when I actually wear all these outfits at Eurovision. You will be able to spot me from a mile away in my glowing cape, courtesy of my sister. Yeah, so that's it. That is my selection of costumes slash outfits for my time in Liverpool. So if you see someone very garishly dressed in all red or head to toe sparkles, it might be me. So if you see me, come up and say hi. And yeah, definitely subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Tell me, which is your favorite outfit that I've got. Which one are you most excited to see? And definitely follow on social media at eSpotPod. I haven't totally decided yet, but I think I'm mostly going to do things on TikTok. So follow at eSpotPod on TikTok and on Instagram. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.